Hello again, all you good people. After we had been to the Silo Art Trail up through Victoria, we went to Swan Hill, and then we took 14 days to go down 1,000 kilometres following the Murray River. And this is the story of some of our adventures. This place here is Penland Island. Just outside of Swan Hill, and it's where we stayed, a little caravan park on a working cattle station.
This is in Swan Hill, and that is the Murray River. Haven't been here for a while. Been to the Murray up in the mountains and further up from here. I haven't been to this section of the Murray River for, well, I can tell you when it was 1965, so that was a fair while ago. And it's flowing, you can see, I don't know whether you can, but you can see the debris. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's flowing quite strongly.
Once we got to Mildura, we took a trip on a paddle boat, which was quite fascinating. And we are in Mildura, and there's 10,000 gigalitres of water going over that every day, which is a bloody lot of water. This was good fun. I've sped up the video a little bit, but went out through the locks, and we were lowered down about 3 metres. Spent an hour or two on the paddle boat on a beautiful sunny day. Quite a nice relaxing way to spend a day. We did the same thing, if you remember, in Burke. So, and the captain and the crew were full of information about early explorers and the importance of the Murray River and etc. And you could actually sail this boat all the way down to the Coorong at the mouth. And then we went to South Australia and Renmark, and we camped just outside of Renmark at a little place called Plushes Bend, and that was something else. This is it here. You can see we're camped there, Belinda feeding her face. And I flew my drone back. You can see where we're parked underneath these river red gums, right next to the water. It was just spectacular. We pulled in to spend a night and ended up spending a couple of nights here because it was just so nice. There wasn't too many other people parked here. It was a free park, although I believe they are going to start charging $10 a night. And further down the river there's toilets and a boat launch, etc. Plushes Bend, just outside of Renmark. If you're ever in that neck of the woods, this is a place to camp. It's just beautiful. You see houseboats coming up the river, and you see people on jet skis and motorboats coming up and down the river. It is really used for an awful lot, this river, especially when there's 4 or 5 metres of water in it. all along the Murray River in this neck of the woods there are these little ferries, and you can put your car and your van on them, and they're free, and you get a ride across. And we did this quite a few times. And this is another one of our camp spots at Walker's Flat. Again, right on the Murray River. Really was a great trip.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
And this is the mouth of the Murray River coming out of the lakes into the ocean. That's pretty spectacular too. We stayed in Port Elliot, and this is a horse-drawn tram which takes you across this causeway. It's the last horse-drawn tram in Australia, and again, another very nice, not very expensive day out. Takes you over to Granite Island, which was a bit of a holiday spot for people, and you can walk around and look at the scenery and the artwork, etc. On Granite Island. Really very pleasant way to spend a day, and we did. And of course, before coming home, we had to visit the Barossa. It's a really nice old place. We went to Saltram, which makes pepperjack wines, one of our favourite brews. So we drank some wine, tasted some wine, bought some wine. And then we went to Seppeltsfield, which obviously Seppelts wines, and because it's such a big thing, it's 150 years old, and they've got lots and lots of acres of grapes and beautiful old buildings. It's a village in its own right, really. And it's really nice location and a nice vibe about it, and some not too bad wines either. And we went to Jacobs Creek, which is another one of our favourite wineries, and we tasted some wine, drank some wine, bought some wine, and Belinda drove home. As you can see, we bought a few bottles for the van, and after this we headed for home, which took us probably about a month to get there. Those of you in the know will know that this is a little bit late, this video, and we've actually been back to Perth and left again, and we're up right at this moment in the Gascoyne. But that will be up and coming very shortly, so see you then.